This video we're just going to go through doing a simple point of sale transaction. So when I click the point of sale money bag here in the upper left, it's going to come up with my customer search box. So off to the right you have an option of having a live search. What that means, as you type, it will pull up the item. So if I hit the letter A, for example, and pause, it's going to bring up everything with the letter A. If I turn off that live search, then if I type in a specific name or part of a name and hit enter, it finds everything that fills in for that. Also, in non-live search, if I don't have anything there and I just hit enter, it's going to bring up all our customers that are in the system. And then you can use the grid boxes here to search for a name, etc. Oh, that was the address, so if I search for a name, it filters down that way. So if I select that name, that's going to take us into the point of sale. And in the left-hand side, it has all the different modes or options that we can do in the point of sale. This white box down here below is our customer history. So if I click on that, it brings up all the history for this customer. So I could see past invoices, contact management, all the different history options that you can see through customer history. Off to the right, our cursor defaults in that box in the lower right hand side, and this is where you would start scanning your items. The system's going to assume a quantity of 1 as you scan, or if you type in 2 in the number box above that, the zeros there, it's going to put in the quantity that way. So at this point you could type in the actual SKU, or you can type in a description of it and hit F6, and that'll actually go out and do a search based on that description. Just to show you that it did do that, if I go back to selection, it's doing a search for oil for all my items. So if that's the item that I want to sell, I can simply select that. It has our subtotal and tax on display there for us. So at this point we can hit F12 to save this transaction, and the tender menu comes up. Or I could have just went over to this money bag here, which is a tender menu, and click that to get the same way. F12 is just a nice hotkey that makes it simple. So at this point I can choose whatever my predefined payment options are. Up at the top, if they're paying cash, and let's say they give you a $20 bill, you can just hit that. It shows your remaining change, and again we can go ahead and hit F12 to finalize transaction, or click the finalize transaction button. Then the screen comes up for the receipt, and we're just going to cancel through that, and shows our change due and brings it back for the next sale. So just to show you again, if I bring up Anderson and I click his customer history and go under invoices, it shows that invoice that we just did, all the tender information. I can right click to see any notes displayed, right click on the actual invoice and reprint it. Down in payment details, I can right click and show those payment details, how things were paid and change given, etc. Lastly, we'll just take a look at that transaction. So I'm going to exit point of sale, go into reports, and show you what happens behind the scenes for ledger. So under the report catalog here, I'm going to choose general ledger, and I like to use list ledger by ref number because that gives all the details. So this is the only transaction for the day to make it easy here. I hit run report, and I'll just show that on screen and hit OK here. So here's a screenshot of the report, and it shows how much we took in cash, which was the $6.96, so it hits our 109-1 account. It reduces our inventory value for category 11 here by the amount of the cost, because that item existed in category 11, so it hits 120-11 and reduces that down. Our sales tax is the next item. Then our sales for that item, so we sold it for $6.50 for category 11, and our cost of goods sold. So that would bring our net profit for the difference of those two on the our profit and loss statements. And that's just doing a quick sale and showing the ledger behind the scenes. Thanks.